Everyone knows the gods of ancient Greece. Zeus with his lightning, Poseidon with the sea. But before any of them ruled, there was an older, darker generation. The Titans. And the king of the Titans did something monstrous to stay in power. He ate his own children. To understand why, you have to go back to the very beginning. The first ruler of everything was Kronos, the sky, and he hated his own children. As each one was born, he shoved it back down into the earth, their mother Gaia, causing her terrible pain. So Gaia forged a great sickle out of unbreakable stone, and she begged her children to help her. Only the youngest and boldest of the Titans dared to do it. His name was Kronos. He ambushed his father, overthrew him, and seized the throne of the entire cosmos for himself. But as Kronos fell, he spoke a curse. He told Kronos that one day his own child would rise up and overthrow him, exactly as Kronos had just overthrown his father. The crown he had stolen would one day be stolen from him. Kronos took the throne, and he never forgot that curse. He, more than anyone alive, knew that a son could destroy a father, because he had just done it himself. And so he found a solution. A solution so cruel, it has horrified people for thousands of years. Every time his wife gave birth to a child, he took that newborn baby and he swallowed it whole and alive. One by one, his children disappeared down his throat. Hestia, Demeter, Hera, Hades, Poseidon. 5 gods, swallowed as infants, trapped alive in the darkness inside their own father. His wife was the goddess Rhea, and with each child she lost, her grief turned into something harder. When she became pregnant for the 6th time with a son named Zeus, she decided that this one she was going to save. So when the baby was born, she hid him away. And in his place, she wrapped a heavy stone in soft baby blankets, and she handed that bundle to Kronos. And Kronos, without even looking, swallowed the stone whole, believing he had eaten his 6th child. The trick had worked. Zeus was alive. Rhea hid the baby far away in a cave on the island of Crete, and there he was nursed by a gentle goat named Amalthea. But a hidden baby still cries, and if Kronos ever heard it, everything would be lost. So a band of armored guardians stood watch around that cave, and they danced and clashed their spears against their shields, a wild ringing din, loud enough to cover the cries of the infant god. And so, hidden inside all that noise, Zeus grew up. Strong, and secret, and waiting. When he was grown, Zeus came back for his family, but he could not beat his father by force alone, not yet. So first, he used a trick of his own. He found a helper, a wise titaness named Metis, and Metis gave him a potion. Zeus got it into his father, and it made the Titan king violently sick. Kronos vomited, and up came the stone he had swallowed all those years ago. And then, one after another, up came his 5 other children, alive. They had spent their entire lives trapped in the dark inside their father, and now they came back out, fully grown gods, and they came out furious. Hestia, Demeter, Hera, Hades, and Poseidon, standing beside their brother Zeus, ready for war. And so began one of the greatest wars in all of mythology. The young gods against the ancient titans. It was called the Titanomachy, and it lasted 10 long years. And for most of that time, neither side could win, so Zeus went looking for allies in the one place no one else would dare to go. Deep beneath the earth, in a terrible prison where Kronos had locked away his own monstrous brothers. First, he freed the Cyclopes, the one-eyed giant smiths, and in gratitude, they forged him a weapon, there in their underground fire, the thunderbolt, the lightning that Zeus would be famous for, forever. Then he freed the 100-handed ones. Giants with 50 heads and 100 arms each, who could tear whole mountains out of the ground and hurl them through the sky. and not every Titan stood against him. A few, who could see how it would all end, chose the side of the young gods. Among them was Themis, the Titaness of order, and her son, Prometheus, the one who would one day give fire to mankind. And then came the final battle. With the thunderbolt in his hand and his terrible new allies beside him, Zeus struck. The sky burned, the seas boiled, and the earth itself groaned and split. And the power of the ancient Titans was finally broken. Zeus cast them down into Tartarus, a pit so deep that it lies as far below the earth as the earth lies below the sky. And he set the 100-handed giants to guard them so they could never escape. And one Titan was given a special punishment. Atlas, who had led the Titan armies, was forced to stand at the very edge of the world and hold up the entire weight of the sky upon his shoulders for all eternity. And then the victors divided the universe between them. The three brothers drew lots. Poseidon was given the sea, Hades was given the underworld and the dead, and Zeus took the sky and the throne, becoming the king of the gods, ruling from the top of Mount Olympus. The prophecy had come true. The child had overthrown the father, exactly as Uranus had foretold all that time ago. Kronos had done everything in his power to stop it. He swallowed his own children. He ruled in fear for generations. And in the end, it was his own cruelty, his own desperate attempt to escape the prophecy, that created the very sun who destroyed him. The Greeks understood something about power and about fear a very long time ago. That the thing a frightened ruler does to protect his throne is so often the very thing that costs him everything. I am Pantheon X. Until next time.